Hello all, it's Jen, and I am here today to talk about Brene Brown. So this is actually an open letter to Brene, Dr. Brown, and I am actually going to email this to her when I'm done. So I'm really hoping that she sees it. And the funny thing is that I was already planning on doing this today, and then I found out via Facebook that it's her birthday. So yeah, November 18th. Happy birthday, Brene. This is for you. And also another random thing today on Facebook is apparently she likes twinkle lights, and obviously so do I. I've had them all around all of my apartments for like almost 20 years, and I have them in my office and my psychotherapy office, and yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with them, and they bring me a lot of joy too, Brene. So, okay, here we go. So how I first discovered Brene Brown was from her TED Talk. And so I think it must have been fairly soon after she did it, and it got posted on the main site, and I saw it, somebody shared it on Facebook. I wish I could remember who it was, because thanks to them, I was introduced to A, TED Talks, and B, Brene. So her first TED Talk, I think it was like 2010, sometime like that when I saw it. And sorry, I'm noticing my voice is a little hoarse today. Anyway. Her first talk was on the power of vulnerability, and I just watched it and I was like, what just happened? And I watched it again and I was like, who is this woman, and how do I need to know her, and I need to share this with the world? Because basically it was like somebody was speaking my language, but in a research scientific based way. I was seeing the benefits of being vulnerable, and I think of myself as somebody who's been able to be fairly vulnerable in my life, and I've been trying to model that for other people for a very long time, and I definitely do that in my practice now as a therapist. And it was so amazing to watch somebody and hear somebody talk about it in this way that was based on research, because I totally appreciate research and science and evidence. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is like the future of psychology and sociology and just the world in general, of like how we deeply connect with one another is through vulnerability. And then I immediately grabbed her books. I think at that time she just had I'm not remembering the title. It's not, I thought it was me, but it isn't. Or I thought it was just me, and it isn't. And The Gifts of Imperfection. So I read both of those pretty quickly right after, and they were great. And I really loved her research about shame. So that was a whole other thing, which her second TED Talk is also about shame. So I highly recommend both of those. I'll put links to them. They're also linked on my website. So anyway, so yeah, I was just enamored with her work and her, really, because I started seeing like interviews with her, and she started kind of getting more popular, and she was so funny and so down to earth and just so seemingly approachable and sort of self-deprecating in that really sweet way. And I actually had a couple friends be like, well, no wonder you like her. You remind me of her. She reminds me of you, or whatever, all these things. So I have a huge girl admiration crush on her, and I adore her, and everything that she has put out and everything I've seen that she's done is incredible. I immediately read her new book, Daring Greatly, when it came out last year, and I loved that. It's an incredible book, sort of integrating all of her stuff and then some new things. And she just rocks. She totally rocks. And one of the really awesome things that just happened to me is that I randomly discovered that she has a new training certification program for like licensed certified coaches and licensed counselors and people in that kind of world. And I got to sign up. And I was super excited because when I first saw the site, the breakdown, it said you had to be licensed. And I'm a registered intern, so I'm working on my hours towards licensure. So I emailed them and was like, look, I really need to work with Brene. I really want to do this training. This is exactly what I need right now in my practice. And, is there any way that you guys will let me in? And basically they were like, yeah, as long as you have personal liability, you have proof of liability insurance, which I totally do in private practice, you can do it. So I got to sign up. Her first training is in December, and I can't go to that one. It's just a little too soon for me, and just around the holidays it's kind of difficult. But her second training is in February in San Antonio, Texas, and I am going. So that's one of the reasons I'm also doing this letter for her, because I just want her to know that I'm going to be there. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you, Brene, and I'm hoping that I can actually get a couple of minutes with you, because I just at least want to just give you a big hug and like a high five, maybe a fist bump. I don't know, whatever. I just want to be like, I am grateful for you being on the planet and doing the work that you do, and I highly respect you. And I'm really excited about this training program because I'm already really on a daily basis talking about Brene's work with my clients. I recommend her books all the time. I recommend her TED Talks. You know, all of her stuff is on my resource page on my website, which is beluminouscounseling.com, and I'll link to that as well. And yeah, I have so much respect for her work, and I feel like it has brought a lot into my personal life and into my professional life as a therapist. And so to be able to get this Daring Way training, that's what it's called, the Daring Way, and to get this certification and to do that feels just so absolutely kismet for me. I just am beyond the moon. So yeah, that's it, Brene. I'm super excited to meet you. I really do hope that we can actually really meet. I know it's going to be sort of a bigger training with possibly up to 200 people. So I hope it's full, and I also hope I just get to hang with you for a little bit. All right. So that's it, you guys. Check out Brene's work. She's amazing. I'll link out to all of her stuff below. And yeah, have a great night.